Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexa, for those of you who are new. And today's topic is my first month on YouTube. I started this YouTube channel on the 17th of December, 2025. And so we're just into a month because it's the 22nd of January today. So a couple of days over a month. And I wanted to share with you what that journey has been like and what the situation is with the channel today. Now, before I started, because I joined YouTube in September of last year, 2025, and in between September and December, I researched starting a YouTube channel, gathering information to see what you needed to do and how you needed to do it, because I've been out of the techie world for quite a few years now. So I've become reverse engineered and I have become techie ignorant. Once I stopped working out with the real world, I just ceased to use most techie things and just did not keep up with it, with the tech world. So basically, it was all Facebook and games and just general information and research and things like that. That was all I used, and I used just a tablet. This laptop that I'm using to do these webcam things is, I've had it, it was brand new, but I have actually hardly used it, and I started using it a month ago. So, it's something that, people my age, like I'm 75 for those of you who don't know me, and it's something that is really not important in our lives. It is a source of entertainment, and for people who live alone or don't have a lot of friends or families or whatever, or people to communicate with, it's basically like an entertainment center and a lifeline to the world. So, but you don't really know how to use it properly because you don't do all of the things that the Gen X or the whatever X, what generation is going on at the moment. So you don't really keep up to things. As long as you can see the weather, see the news, and what other research, whatever interests you, you don't really have anything to do with it. So when I decided to do this YouTube channel, I went on to YouTube and looked for people who may know something that would help me. So I went to the gurus. And what I learned from that was that basically they're all regurgitating the same information. And their motivation for this is for you to click onto their channel to help them grow their channel to make money. So really, it's a self-serving industry, basically. And you're getting the same information from everybody. It's just a matter of, what attracts you. They put up their little pictures and their things, and with, I'm gonna make you monetized. You're gonna be rich within a week, within a month. I can make you do this. It's all garbage. It's all garbage. The thing that you learn from this is that there are a few fundamental things that you need to do in order to get your page out or your channel out to in the right areas. But those things are all the same. So if you get one reputable person that is really actually trying to give you information and help you, then you can find those, because a lot of the people that are spouting all of this information on YouTube, the gurus, are all young people. They speak very fast. They're not very clear. They're not very concise, and it's not, the information is there, but the delivery of it is not very good. So you need to find someone that speaks to your level of competence. I found one guy that I was quite, fond of was Kevin Colby, and Kevin Colby, he does speak too fast, but he does show you. He sort of skips through it a little bit faster, but you can still, you can rewatch it and stop it and, have a fiddle about with it and then go back and rewind his stuff. But I found his stuff to be quite, good information. And he's not doing the outrageous clips. I'm going to make you a millionaire in 30 days and la di da di da, all of that rubbish. But the other thing that I realized with YouTube is it does not matter about all of the things that they say. I don't know how to do editing. If anybody has watched any of my videos, you will know that they are not edited because I have not learned that yet. I am just still coming to grips with trying to use the equipment to actually get the video made. Altering it, fiddling about with it, and cutting out the things that I really don't want the world to see. I haven't learned how to do that yet. So when I started, I did not follow the guidelines that they say because the gurus tell you to pick a lane and stay in your lane. Yeah, no. I did not do that because I started on the 17th of December, as I said, and I had bought a new camera because the equipment that I bought, my first camera was a GoPro. And I bought the GoPro, and come to find out, you need to be a nuclear physicist to work this bloody thing. And I have a lot of education, let me tell you. I have a doctorate. I'm not stupid. But I could not master that thing. So anybody that wants a GoPro, send me an email. It's brand new. Never used. But I bought the GoPro because I like to ride my bicycle around my village, and I thought I could put it on there, and if these people could do mountain biking, and zip running and whatever, I could put it on a bicycle and ride around town with it. No. No, I could not get that thing to work. And then I bought a drone. Yeah, another, no, that didn't work for me either. So, I was taking leaps before I was taking baby steps. So you need to start out with the baby steps. So just before Christmas of this past year when I started, I bought the Osmo Pocket 3, which is the camera I use for out and about. And that works. And I am coming to terms with it. I still haven't mastered all of the things on it, but it seems it fits me. May not fit you, but it fits me. So I'm happy with that. And then for these vlogs are where what they call talking heads. I just use my PC and the camera that is on my PC, and it seems to be just fine. As a matter of fact, I don't look my age. Whoa. I look pretty good. Well, all that aside, but this works very well, and I've seem to have mastered this. I seem to be fairly good with this, but still no on the editing. So it's still, you get the whole thing run through once and that's it, we're done. But that seems to work for me. So all of the information they tell you about this, that, and the other, it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. It all boils down to you. And that's what I have learned over this 30 days is that it is not all of the information that you go onto YouTube to find. What it is you out there. You are the deciding factor in what makes people popular on YouTube. If you don't watch, that's it. You are who we are appealing to. And we're all different. Now, I watch people and I think, oh dear God, I can't stand that person. I'm not going to watch them. And somebody else will think that they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. So it's down to personal preference. If you like me, you will watch me. If you don't like me, you don't like my hair, you don't like my face, you don't like my voice, whatever, if you don't like me, you're not going to watch me, regardless of what I have to say. If what I have to say is something that, you know, is important or helpful or useful or entertaining to you, it doesn't matter unless you like me or you can tolerate watching me for, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long these videos are. And they're getting longer now that I've figured out how to do that. But so it's all down to the viewer. If you like somebody, you're going to watch them, you're going to commit to them, you're going to be a part of them, you're going to subscribe to them, and you're going to watch them. I know that it doesn't matter what your level of intelligence is or how much money you have or what you have or what. You have power in your finger. You press that button, you have the power. You're in charge. You're in control of who makes it and who doesn't make it. It doesn't make any difference what we do. If people don't like it, it goes unseen, and you're not going to make it. So it's a personal preference, and that's all you need to know about it is. And I think that in watching people, because while I was, trying to educate myself on how to do this, I watched a lot of people that were in my lane, as they say, that were over 50, that were retired, that, were trying to tell you about our experiences in life or my experiences in life, because my experiences in life are totally different to yours. We may be the same age, we may be, the same whatever, but our lives are all totally unique and different. So it's, do you want to read my book or do you want to read somebody else's book? It's basically all it is, because what this is a talking book, and you're looking at chapters in a talking book. So that's what it is. That's what it all boils down to is, do you like me or don't you? Do you want to watch me or don't you? That's it. The power is in the hands of the viewer, and no amount of making it fancy or making yourself look pretty or making your thumbnails pretty or your titles pretty is going to change people's attitude. When they click on it, they see you, they don't like you, they move on. Or they see you, they like you, and they stay, and they support you. It's as easy as that. It's as simple as that. There is no other factors out there. It's all down to you. And please like me. It is. It's down to you. And do you find something in me that is interesting? And I know that when my sister and I, before I was thrown out of America, thank you, Donald Trump. Oh God, just die, man. My sister and I would watch YouTube together, and she would like somebody, and I would think to myself, God, what does she see in them? They're absolutely dreadful. And the same with her. I would like somebody, and she would say, no, I can't watch that person. Their teeth just grate on my nerves. It's all personal preference. There is nothing else that you can really say about it. For me, growth has been steady but slow. I've been on YouTube for a month, and I did not follow the guidelines that people claim. You have to be consistent in what you talk about, but also consistent in how you produce your videos. I didn't listen to that, because my philosophy was, I like choice. And I think that most people like choice. If you went into a restaurant and they only had one thing on the menu, would you go back? Probably not. I like choice, so I want things to choose from. So when I started this, I just sort of threw out stuff, what I call the spaghetti method. You throw the spaghetti against the wall, whatever sticks, has to have a bit of merit. But the very first thing I put on YouTube was a 30-second video of when my sister and I went to Bruges in Belgium, and they made a cocktail for us in the bar. And I thought that it was really very attractive. So I videoed that on my phone. And that was the first thing I uploaded onto YouTube to see if I was physically capable of actually uploading anything. So I uploaded that 30-second video, and like 700 people looked at it. I mean, I'm lucky if I can get 16 people to look at one of my videos, but hundreds of people looked at that 30-second video of someone pouring a cocktail. It's, you cannot predict what the public is going to do, what they like. And for the first week that I was on YouTube, I went on my Christmas vacation to Austria. And of course, I was learning how to use the camera. So I took videos of things that I was doing in the town in Austria that I was in. And a lot of that involved food in the restaurant because I went on my own. So, what do you do while you're at dinner? I just take out the old, little Osmo Pocket 3 and videoed my dinner. And some of these things, like my mocktail, because I don't drink alcohol anymore, but my mocktail or my dinner or whatever, some hundreds of people looked at a dinner entree. And yet something interesting like wandering around this beautiful little town, nobody watched it. So, you just cannot predict what is going to appeal to people. So you just have to do what you feel you want to tell the world, because when you're my age, this is basically your memoirs that you are putting onto YouTube. You are writing your history, and you are putting it out there, because when I'm dead and buried, this will still be on the internet. So you're leaving your legacy behind, or your footprint behind. And that's basically what you're doing. I don't know if it's a desire within people to be relevant, or whether it is just you're writing your book, you're writing your memoirs. This is my life, this is who I am. So trying to go onto YouTube and be something that you aren't, you're being disingenuous about it. You need to just be yourself, because out there are people out there that are going to absolutely adore me. Thank you. I just haven't found them yet. But there are going to be people out there that are going to be interested in my life and what I have to say. And then there are, those are the people that I'm looking for. But how you find them, is how long is a piece of string. And I don't think that the gurus know how you find the people that like you and that like your content. It's just happenstance. It's somebody will find you, or you can call it fate, you can call it whatever you like. But the only way that you can do it is just keep on trying. You just keep putting yourself out there. I mean, I do these little talking head videos about 5 days a week, and if the weather permits, I will go outside and video something. I mean, where I live, it's horrifically windy at this time of year, because I live at the seaside on the North Sea in England, and the wind is just absolutely crazy. And so videoing outside because I can't figure out how to turn the sound off, so I can't get rid of the wind noise. And it's like, it's like you're standing under a jet engine is basically what it's like, and I haven't figured out how to stop that yet. So going outside is something that, and videoing outside is something that you don't do often until the weather starts to change. But I do have a trip to Venice coming up soon. So that should be interesting. We will go around Venice together. But yeah, I basically, my 30 days on video has taught me that yes, patience is a virtue. And you just have to wait until the people that are going to like you find you. And that will be by happenstance in most cases. I think if you are watching me and you decide you like me and you think Joe Schmo down the road would like me and you share my video with them, that's how it happens. It's word of mouth basically. But in this particular age, then it's word of sharing. So share my videos with the world. But that's what I've learned, and that's my impression. Now you may think that I'm wrong, or you may think I'm right, or whatever. But I put out a lot of videos to see what people seem to like or whatever, and so at the moment I found that the road is pretty even, and nothing, no spikes, no whatever, although people do like the look of a cocktail. I don't understand. But hey, so I put out pictures of cocktails, but but this is what you get. This is me. This is raw, unfiltered, totally me. And one of the videos that coming up is just talking about my life, and that's basically what it's going to be. I have decided that this will be my memoir, and I will tell you my life story in installments. So sign up, subscribe, hang in there. I've had a very interesting life, let me tell you. From Playboy Bunny to a doctorate in theology. So look for those, because it was an interesting life. It has been so far anyways. But that's all I have to say for today. My 30 days on YouTube. Let's hope it gets better, because after 30 days, I have 30 subscribers, so that's one a day. Oh, let's try for 2 a day. So anyways, thank you so much to those of you who've persevered to the end and who support me. I really do appreciate it. It is really very important to me that you tune in, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. And please, send me a comment. Nobody seems to want to send me a comment except my sister. So send me some comments. I'll be happy to oblige, because I only have 30 subscribers, so I have time on my hands. So I can answer your questions. But thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.